Let's get a Turtles and April reality check on the account in terms of what we can expect, what resources are needed for which event. As you can see, the Titan event at the time of recording is for April and will start on Monday, tomorrow. Today is a Sunday, at the time of recording and publishing too. This means that I have absolutely no idea what is exactly needed to get this. I can only speculate, and this speculation may be wrong, that April is gonna be the main price for 1500 points, and they are not gonna put April Souls in it for the 1500 points. This is gonna be quite bad, because if this is the case, we're not that happy. Although, and it will take a lot of resources, although what you can see on the left of April may be the grand prize, we don't know. So we have no idea what is gonna happen, but if it's 1500 points and it takes a lot of summoning, I may skip April. Because I'm dedicated to get Leonardo, most likely get Raphael too, but if I cannot, then I won't. So this is my dedication so far. I'm expecting a Hero's Path and the Deck of Fate baked in this Titan event, during the Titan event. So this is the idea. Currently, I'm not doing that well in terms of sacred shards, but every other shard can help me finish the Hero's Path even without spending much energy. Since yesterday, I started stockpiling energy because there is nothing really I can use this energy for. So since yesterday evening or late at night, when I finished the Shredder event, I just didn't spend energy on anything that I didn't absolutely have to, and I already have this amount. Most likely I will start the first event with 1500 to 2000 energy, which is quite good because I can essentially complete one event without doing anything else. Now, this also implies missing out on energy regeneration, which is like, realistically, it's 2 to 3 pots with a casual player. When you play full out, it's a bit more than 3, slightly more than 3, because 6.5 hours you can log in a way that you sleep, let's say 8 hours. Let's not compromise on that. You log in first thing, and then every 6.5 hours until you go to sleep. And how many times you log in? So you wake up after 8, after 14.5, after 20.5, or 21. So this is 3 options, but then the issue is that you will have to log in around 27.5 hours, right? 27.5. So this is not gonna be that good. Realistically, I just realized it's rather just 3. So it's still 390 energy I'm giving up on so that I can spend it at the right time. Primal shards are going quite well because I played some extra arena. Some people say that with a free-to-play account 7 to 8 months in, live arena gold is not a possibility. I usually win 3 to 5 matches, or rather 3 to 6 matches a day, by not spending any diamonds or gems. So gold is more than possible. I'm in gold 4 right now. You can see there is really nothing special with that. And I keep on generating this extra currency as well to get better in some areas. I pay some price for it, obviously, not in terms of time, but in terms of my account not being developed elsewhere. But I have an arena team that is quite good to generate primal shards. I'm not good enough at the moment, and that is part of the price, in Demon Lord. Because I can 2-key Nightmare easily. But as you can see, I get a 30% chance of getting any shard. This time it's 20 points in a summon rush. At least I got my 100th blue shard. Now, Ultra Nightmare, I think I can 5-key the highest chest that gives me enough shards. I think there is a 70% chance approximately in the highest tier, and the lower tiers drop, so I think right now I have a 10% chance of getting any shard, or 10 to 15, because I could only complete this bracket with 2 keys. And it's not ideal. We didn't get lucky, but at least the brews are great. I have a bit too many void brews, but that's another story. So usually, my usual way is play Nightmare twice. If I have leftover keys that I cannot use by the time of reset, I play one Brutal. But sometimes I just play 2 Nightmare and let the keys restock to the maximum, and every second day I attack Ultra Nightmare. And I barely make it with the 24 hours. The idea is that you need to be awake 10, 15, 20 minutes before the Lord resets. And you need to make sure that you use your keys effectively. So you have 2 keys basically that are regenerated. I can do it not today but tomorrow. So I just play 2 Nightmare now. It restocks to 2. Maybe you waste an hour, you waste 2 hours of the counter. And once it resets, you play your 2 keys. And then you will have 24 hours, which implies that you can get 3 more keys and the 4th key is on the way. But with 5 keys, if you can do Ultra Nightmare, I'd rather do Ultra Nightmare in 5 keys, and it's doable for me every second day. That's how I generate most of my ancient shards. Now, there is one more thing. As I said, or sacred shards. As I said, the sacred shards are not that good, but you can absolutely get sacred shards also from login events, daily login. I'm getting to that point where I'm gonna get 2 more sacred shards. You can also get sacred shards from the referral program, but it takes a hell lot of time, and it expect at least a month, if not more, of play per account. Well, not much play, like 10 minutes a day per account. Is it worth it? Unlikely. Most people rather pay the $25, but in my specific case, I want to collect the turtles, so this was my objective. The turtles doesn't include Shredder. So if you think about participating in the Shredder event, there is gonna be a rude awakening for the player that is right now at 10,000 points approximately. Because someone else will surely think about the same thing, and then they will start chasing each other. The fact that we just have 50 players, that's one thing, but it's quite likely that someone else has paid already. The way to get these high scores is basically you get a lot of Prism shards paid, for example. That's quite a lot. My goals, my objective is to do the 21 more mystery shard pool, the green shard pool, just to get the lowest reward, the 50 gems. That's all I want. Because I refuse to do the fusion. Most likely I will refuse the April Titan event as well. I just go as far as it is comfortable without spending much in terms of resources. This is a free-to-play account, by the way. And one thing is that when you look at my champions, okay, Alaz is a big part of my gold arena success, so evidently you cannot fully replicate what I do, but I don't have a soul. Now, the real issue with my specific account, besides the evident lack of souls, especially in lower ranks, is that I have all these legendaries. I never invested enough resources in them to make them usable. That includes Donatello. That includes Shayak. That includes Crocod, the Throat Ripper. And Kimi. And many others. Michelangelo. Well, Michelangelo is doing a bit better, but I haven't even had the resources time to ascend him, let alone the masteries. For all those champions, I have no mastery. So I want them. And I took them aside because I had to chase soul stones, for example, and I didn't need them. I just chased more soul stones just to complete the Raphael event, because I think it's gonna be a Raphael event thing. It's, by the way, it's red just like Raphael, but that was the leak originally. So I kept on chasing this currency, kept on chasing events for the middle soul stones at least, to get as many as possible, so that I stand a chance, like some, not necessarily realistic chance, but some chance of going far in the event, and I will solve the rest with dungeon diving, champion training. And if I need to hoard energy until then, giving up on 390 energy a day, that's fine with me, not a problem. So that's why I'm considering not playing the Titan event and getting rid of... Well, why would I need April? I don't see a use case. Other than, oh, I have the champion she's in my collection, but oh, I don't have any resources to develop her. The turtles are other thing, they are time limited, that's why I went for this. And in the meantime, I'm thinking about toxicity management. So the idea is that the rates formula works, unfortunately. I had to realize it, that it works really well, because I'm seeing a lot of people spend a huge amount of money and get absolutely nothing, and they still keep on spending. So this formula works. And the sense of urgency generation, it's working on me as well, by the way. I had to self-monitor that, because I was doing more than what I would normally justify with like some casual playthrough, to make sure that I'm ready for at least Leonardo. And better case Leonardo Raphael, even better case also April. So this formula works even on me because I gave them more attention. Look, this is a Sunday. On Sunday, usually there is Heroes 3 content. I have some of my Heroes 3 content already recorded. The reason why a raid video is going out is the sense of urgency that you can only get the turtle events right now. That's the only reason. So I'm essentially playing a worse game than Heroes 3, I'm quite certain about it. Because the only time I can get these champions is now. It is not in 1 month, it is not in 5 months, it is only now. Once they are gone, I won't be able to get the turtles ever. And I decided a few months ago that it's worth it for me to go for the turtles as an achievement. So the formula, I have to self-monitor myself, it works on me as well. And if it works on me, and I have a really, really high, I would say extremely high tolerance against sunk cost fallacy and FOMO and Stockholm syndrome, it should work on many people. Now, I can say no to a lot of things. I trained myself to do this because that was my profession back in the days. Whenever, back in the days, like more than 10 years ago, professional poker, let's say, you have $100 in the pot. You have, let's say, $200 left in your chip stack. And you observe the situation and the opponent and everything else, and you may say that you have a realistic chance of winning, but there are some factors that makes me believe that I'm drawing dead. Let's say 30-40% of the time, and the remaining time it's a 50-50. But I have a disadvantage there as well. And if I quit, let's say, a tournament right now, in a bad situation, then it's not worth for me to continue. So if I continue, my expected chip stack goes down by, let's say, 10% or 20%. If I don't continue, I will keep my chip stack so I don't lose that expected 20% that I win 30% of the time, lose 70% of the time, for example. And in that case, I say, no, I fold. And I trained myself to do this over and over and over again. So when I go to the index, I think April is Sacred Order. I always forget. Somewhere in Legendaries. I'm quite sure that there it is, April. Support character Sacred Order. So when I see this three-dimensional model, basically, and I read her champion skills that not skin skills, and I'm seeing that, okay, these skills are not extraordinary. These stats are not extraordinary at all. None of them. Like the base stats. So then my question is, why would I need to collect April? So what's the point? And then I realize, no, I'm not gonna collect April. Unless there is a good enough deal for my account that doesn't drain my resources much. And then this also brings up the question, does it make any sense for me in the future to even play raid much? And I've realized the answer is, on some level, yes, because I want to participate in the Hell Hades challenge. This is my main objective, and the secondary objective is the journey to make this account a better account. Also free to play, because if we have to speculate, and this video has a viewership, with other content creators it has, because they keep on doing this, then it's maybe just urgency management and training that delayed gratification is better. But you know what? I will skip more fusions on this free-to-play account. I don't have a pay-to-win account for raid. I don't even want it. And I will just go for whatever is the best thing that I want to get. And maybe I go for every third, every fourth fusion and just hoard the rest. And I am still interested in making this account better in terms of PvE progression, and I have a lot of things I still have to do, and that requires me to get rid of the urgency of grinding some of these events. Like grinding, no, it's just auto grinding. It's just I set it on auto battle and then it finishes sometime in the future. So this is the Turtles event idea. With these resources, I don't recommend going for April if April needs 1500 pizza points. Then it's just a no-go. If it's 900, if it's 1200 reward or some lower reward, absolutely, then you can skip some summon rushes or champion chases and go for Leonardo, and then you'll see if it makes sense. But otherwise, it doesn't make sense. It's an easy skip. And then there is just Leonardo and Raphael. That's all. And if there is not enough soul stones for Raphael, you can calculate that 900 something for this, 90 for this, and then you don't have enough energy to, let's say, grind the rest. Then you just don't get Raphael and you have 3 turtles, that's enough. So that's the idea, that's how you can manage the madness in terms of moving forward in raid and still getting the time limited characters like the turtles.